Babies and butters. I don't think anybody's on yet. It's okay. Hi. Ready to go. Off. These are the wild blue Jonders. Nice and quiet. Hey Jumbo, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Oh, hey. Remember. Hang in there, right? Yeah. Listening. Number 2. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I do here. Yeah. I've been trying this, like bodybuilders do, where they push themselves or heavy. Sorry. Let's get the walkers there. Heavy weightlifters to push themselves really hard to build up that strength and endurance. There's the moon. So the guys went all over today in the daylight and didn't find any tracks or anything. No links. So I really think that was an error. Thank you. That means a lot to me. It really does. Because you're right, there is a lot of BS going on right now. And it doesn't need to be that way. That was my tummy. I'm gonna do a knock knock. Who's there? Hey Eric, how's it going? We just started on our walk out into the wild blue yonders. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Jimbo. Seriously, that means a lot to me because I don't know, there's been a lot of hate and ugliness and I don't know. I don't see how it's gonna help anything or anyone. Okay, you ready to do a knock knock before we go on our walk? Oh, don't mind the light swinging around. It gives, and the squeaks, it gives it that eerie effect, Here, let's see if we can get it really rolling. Hey Sharon guy, how are you? Love you too. Thank you. Look, let's do the sound. Okay. Oh, well, thanks, Eric. Here we go. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And, that was one thing that I was like, I don't think any of the tubers and footers are up into any of that drama. Because it's ridiculous. We're out for a good time because we have other things we're dealing with in our lives that are much more painful and, you know, cause, yeah, haters gonna hate, players gonna, yeah. Okay, let's go, ready. Here we go, let's go play knock knock, who's there? Shake it off, shake it off. Right? Because tubers and footers are too busy out in the woods doing our thing to be messing with drama. We don't be doing drama. Okay. Sorry. Giving you the up the nose perspective. It's super quiet. Eric. Oh my god. One night I was out here in the summertime, you know, and it was super late. And this was before I could go live. I was just out here wandering around. And my cat came ripping out through the trees up towards me. Just about come out of my skin. Like, you maniac. What? Okay, hold on. I can't do the light and the stick all at the same time, which kind of sucks. I should have brought the smaller bunker. I should go get that, huh? Look, there's the moon. That's in the cabin. I guess we can. May as well, because it's not going to help me if I can't. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, I have to. My oncologist is demanding I be down there by the middle of January, so. Yo, Pyromedic, what is up? Huh. Yeah, I still have to get my blood checked every 3 months, so. And the last few checks have been off. And since I have AML, which is blood leukemia, it's so if it's off, I'm gonna have to go through chemo all over again and a bone marrow transfusion. So my sister's 100% match, so that's good. But I'm not planning on that. So that's why I wanna. Hey, Sharon guy. What's up, Sharon guy? We're gonna get the smaller bunker. Walk into the cabin. It's gonna get loud. The guys in there cabin. Bonk. I'm just getting a small bonker because I can't do the big bonk in the light. There we go.
Where are you going?
Just down the.
Down the street?
Yeah.
Up the cul-de-sac or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. Okay. See you in a bit. Love you too. Have fun. And they're telling stories. It's funny. They were talking about, growing up with Captain Jake. In Canada, And so he lived way out. And the Tules didn't have TV till he was 14, living the good life. Good boy should kind of life. Anyhow, and they're telling their stories, so I piped up all of a sudden. I'm like, hey, Miss T. I grew up in an igloo and with dog sled teams and had to be able to make a fire by the time I was 7 and skin a moose. I'm going on and on. Here we go. Another bonky bonk bonk. Howdy, howdy. Okay. Got the smaller bonker. Okay. Let's see. Take that off. Look at the moon. Oh, that's my headlamp. It's not the moon. Sorry. Okay, here we go. See you, Misty. That's funny, pal. Hey, Daniel Lundy. Howdy, howdy. Hey. I don't know, last night I think that was an owl. So weird. What? Who's quiet? Let's see. How's chat doing? Good to see ya. Eric. I know, right? 7. Slacker. What a slouch. Alright, lock up the shop, Jimbo. We're gonna be heading down the trail. Listening for sounds. Shwam, shwam. Yeah, so the guys went looking for tracks today. There was nothing out there. No lynx tracks. No coyote tracks. No fox tracks. No fresh ones, So, I don't know. Just because because of the way, the amount of distance it covered, and there were two of them, it seemed like. Just makes me think it was owls, you know? Sorry, I keep giving you the up the nose shot. Booger check. Okay. Wrong boogers. All right, Miss T, see you later. Good to see you, hon. We're just out wandering in the snow. Do you hear what I hear? No. Me neither. Take a look around. Okay. Aw, no, Christmas is coming up. I'm not ready. Oh. Yee. Yeah. I've always been one that's like, hey, Five Eyes Stu. I've always been one that's like, you know, Christmas Eve, getting killer deals. You know, I'd always worked on Christmas Eve because it was always, you know, just and work, go shopping. And then wrap all night while I was baking pies. And that was always my, you know, traditional routine. That big rig howling. It doesn't have a load. Yeah, sorry. Christmas shopping, no more wrapping. Christmas Eve. So, that was my fun. I was baking pies. And that was always my routine, and it always worked. Nice, Eric. Hey, Pyro. Yeah. Oh, here. Let's flip this around so you guys can see what we're looking at out here. That's not new. As we checked that out last night. Hey, Flat Rock. Yeah, let's go over here and bonk something. Sorry, I got my full energy, so I gotta take a lot of breaks, take it easy. But that's the whole idea, to never give up, right? These bunny boots are like 8 pounds each. Ridiculous. But the cute one. Oh, see, we're just in time for another bonker. to your ear bones. Here we go. You know, there are people that are dealing with this, and um, one of the women in the chat um, opened up, and there are so many people who are being held prisoner of their own property, and they need help. Awesome, Eric. You know, they need help, and they don't know where to turn. And it would be really like if it'd be a noble thing if there's a group of people out there that want to help people like that. There's quite a few out there. And it's just heartbreaking. It really is. I can't imagine. You know? Like, I know what it's like being bedridden. I know what that's like. And it just. It just sucks your life away. So, you know what I mean? So, well, no, Jimbo, there's people that have Sasquatch that are harassing them on their property. And they can't sell. You know, they can't move for, you know, many reasons. And people shouldn't have to, you know, especially if it's like generational property. But they don't know what to do. You know, they put up cameras, they get smashed, you know, they try all sorts of stuff, and anytime they do stuff, it only makes things worse. And so, you know, they need real help. And if there was a group of able people that, you know, could offer, you know, some assistance. Yes, Eric. Exactly. Right, Jimbo. And so, you know, there are a lot of needs in the community, way more than, you know, people out there talking a bunch of crap and not doing any good. Like, there's a lot of good that could be done in the community that needs, like, there's a need for that, you know. And so I think that, you know, there's enough people that have enough military background, tracking background, you know, team background, you know, filming if they want to get in on trying to film them while they're out there helping these people, you know. I mean, that would be, what better way to get evidence and, you know, really like pull the whole thing together. Oh, Sharon, I cannot sing to save my life. But you know what? God armed us with these voices, and well, by golly, he should hear it. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of good that can be done. What the hell? Hold on. Hello? Okay, that's someone turning around. Hey, brown dwarf. Can you hear that wheeler? That side by side? And that's going off in the distance. Here it goes. I hear a wheeler. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, Daniel, those are the best, aren't they? That's the goods in life right there. Watching kids perform a play, or like playing soccer, or, you know, it's good stuff there. Hard to beat kid in a Christmas play, though. Really is. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, like I said, so there's a lot of trails way out here, you know. It's the weekend. Oh, and it's holiday weekend. Right. We should hear a ton of snow machiners this weekend, because the little Sioux is down there. But they should be going the other direction. That's probably a kid that got a new wheeler or something for Christmas. Huh? Good times. I love listening to sounds at night. But last night was crazy. Could have been an owl. That's what I'm thinking it was. Okay, let's see. Shabonka again. I promised everyone I wouldn't go wandering off down by the lake. Oh, flat rock. Oh my goodness. Oh, stage fright. Yeah. How could one send and support to you and your channel. Oh, Jimbo, thank you. That's not necessary, but I seriously appreciate that. Seriously, no, I sincerely appreciate that. My husband and I have talked about that. The whole reason why I use an iPhone is because of ease for me. For me to carry around a whole bunch more equipment and stuff it's just that much more difficulty that I don't know. Just getting me out of bed and outside is a monumental thing, and so adding to it, like I said, we've talked about maybe getting it, and I mean we certainly could, but I just can't deal with all the extra equipment and stuff because I just yeah. And that's what's lovely about the iPhone is I can just hit go live, and flip my phone around and off we go. And it's not heavy and it's not really, but it doesn't, there's no good video. No, this is all, well, it's kind of my side yard, I guess. There's the house right there. The cabin's behind me. The house is being rebuilt. It's completely gutted right now. So, that's why we're not in it. There's nothing in it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Pyro, it's going to take real video. And that's something, like I said, we've talked about doing an expedition. I'm going to walk down there. We talked about doing an expedition out in Oregon, like a serious one, because up here, I don't know, it just doesn't, we're not seeing any substantial evidence of anything really, Like there would be tracks, like you could see like in the snow and stuff, like there would be tracks. So there's just nothing, I don't know, we're just not seeing, we're hearing the trees pops and that kind of stuff, but we're not seeing anything, and we've even gone right up to the trees that are popping like right here, and there's nothing there. But the tree is clearly popping and loud, and then there's the other knocking phenomenon. So there's, there is some stuff going on. So, but out in Oregon, it would be really nice if we talked about setting up a camp and, like my dad and I hanging out at the camp area and Jake and Joe heading out, with their survival gear and just minimal stuff and getting way out there, for like a few weeks at a time. We'd love to do substantial chunks, right, Browndorf? And that's what we were saying, like, have someone that has sound, have someone that does camera, people that specialize in certain stuff like that. That way, no one's inundated with it all. I think it would be a great idea, like Kerry and his 168, he has stepped up the bar big time. Oh, good night, Sharon. Love you dearly, hun. Thank you so much, Sharon Guy. Merry Christmas. God bless you too. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time with your family and friends. Chaos Theory Productions. Hey, it's warm. It's what? I don't know. It's almost 20 degrees out. We're having a heat wave. So I think, welcome, Chaos. Yeah, it's deep snow. Okay. Okay, I made promises I would not go down the trail, and look, here I am. Heading down the trail. Look at that. Little disobeying little brat. Oh my goodness. So here we go. My father-in-law was in the army in Oregon. We were sent out to look for a family that was taking away something that ripped the oh Jesus, pyro. Who? Ah. Okay, maybe we might rethink that whole plan. Wow. What part of Oregon? Be good to know. Yeah, there's a place up in that's lower, down in Bristol Bay, Neck area, where there's supposed to be these massive, angry group of them, and they run off anybody that goes in that area. But it's a really difficult area to get to. So it's like Port Chatham out in Portlock, you know. That is a really hard area to get to. That's why to just up and walk away, it doesn't make any sense, you know, especially with all the resources that were there. I can understand if the resources dried up, that's one thing, but that's not the case. So, it really adds credence to those, you know, those stories when you hear them. And those are the factors that, you know, you kind of have to look into when you're listening to stories. There are a lot of people, their stories sound so fantastical. It just seems like there's absolutely no way that that could happen or that they're experiencing it. So it's, hey Nicole, welcome. It would be really interesting. Look, it's so funny. Well, it's not working now. Like the snow kind of glitters and glints like little diamonds. See how quiet it is. All you hear is the Toyo stove. So we're in the backyard here. This is all private property. And this attaches to, it connects. Whoop. We almost went over like a little teapot. Doing. This connects out to the trail that heads around the lake that's outside our property. And, you know, that view that I show in my shorts every morning. Or not every morning, but a lot of mornings. And then, It wraps all the way around back there, and this all connects to the wildlife refuge. Ooh, good question, Pyro. Yeah, Nico. Welcome to the channel. We're just out here hanging out, listening for night sounds. These are the like 3 acre lots. Ugh. There's a little creek that's back there. Oh, right on, Nicole. Shang-Chi's awesome. This channel is really good. Man, good stuff. Yeah, I really enjoy. You know, this was something that I was going to bring up. And I keep getting sidetracked, and I'm sorry. That's one of the things that's a problem with my brain. I easily get sidetracked. It's like squirrel, meow, squirrel, meow. So I'm sorry. You know, but oh man, it's awesome when you listen to different stories. And here's a real stretch, but it's a good example of like an underlying narrative that got missed because too many people were focused on the story. Okay, so let's give this a whirl. So DMT, mushrooms, you know, Leary, when he was doing those studies, um, and the people were talking and doing art about what they were witnessing under the influence of those um, uh, teacher plants, or you know, whatever you want to call them. Um, I think, you know, when done right with a proper guide that knows what they're doing, etc., etc., it's, you know, it can be done right, microdosing, etc., etc. Like, there's good things. Anything properly can be done with good intention. Um, anyhow, what was interesting though, everybody kept ignoring what was being said and ignoring, you know, the art, and ignoring the stories over and over and over again. And finally, when people started talking about it, you know, and you get to like the Joe Rogans of the world who bring these discussions up into more of a mainstream audience. And, you know, his platform wasn't considered serious or anything that was taken with any kind of grain of responsible, you know, like they originally they were, you know, a good time. But what was interesting is they found like the theme of the elves and like a running consistent different entities that were the same in many of the people who were under these influences. And so once they started taking a step back and looking at that bigger picture, it was like, wait a minute, what do you mean people are seeing these machine elves, or, you know, like the same things and the same patterns or the same geometric dimensions and things like that, you know? So there's something to be said in listening to everything and taking a step back and hearing the stories and then allowing the data to sift through. Yes, Brown Dwarf. Terrence McKenna. Yes, thank you. That's another one. Thank you very much. Yes, that's another one that was leading the conversation. And we've learned a lot since then. Boy, have we, you know. And so I think, when you're dealing with things, maybe allowing the information because we just don't know, but allowing that information to flow through and then weeding through it is, probably better. Hey Robert. Okay, we're about to do another knockety knock knock. Who's there? Ready? Hold your ear bones. Howdy doers and butters. Brown dwarf. How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining me. That's awesome. That's what I think. It's so cool. Dude, butters. They love a good adventure. So where are you from, Robert Moore? Hey, Gypsy Road. Welcome. Five eyes too. It's not. Well, cold. That's a relative term, I do suppose. Um, it's almost 20 degrees. I mean, it's better than the 14 below we've been having, so I'll take it. Oh, okay. Oh, you're in Ohio. Right on. Okay, we'll just. They already came down here and looked for tracks and everything today. Oh, really? Gypsy Road might snow in Seattle Wednesday. See that? Oh, you can't. Oh, man. The camera's not picking it up. But there's like a little frozen piece of ice that's glinting like you would look like it would be eye shine. Hey, Strange Land, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're out wandering in the snow. Oh boy, Brown Dwarf. Good times. Eric, I know. Oh my gosh. So funny. I do love the snow. My body's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, you can take it and leave it. Strange Land. Welcome, welcome to the Great White North. There isn't absolutely. There's a big commercial jet flying over. Don't you just want to do I mean, this is like perfect snow angel snow. Ugh. It's not good snowman snow because it's too dry. It's too dry and fluffy. Yeah, Robert, I hear you. Whoa, snort orange. Whoa, Eric, settle down. That's hardcore. Who's doing that? Provide any extra benefits? I mean, are we missing out on something here? Look at the street value of all this snow. Do you remember the old school 80s? I'll date myself here. I don't care. Old school 80s skier movies. If not, you need to check into them. Because they are hilarious. Oh, okay, Eric, thank you. Jimbo, yes, Alaska has some crazy paranormal experiences. We're gonna just take our time going up this hill. Myself. But yeah, myself out here, I've had some lights I've seen that I can't explain. Last night we had some sounds out here we can't explain. But I'm leaning towards owl. Is that a jet? I don't see any light. But boy, you hear it, don't you? Polly T, what is up, buddy? That thing went right over. But I didn't see it. I didn't see a single light. Yeah, there's some heavy clouds. But usually, like, you can see the headlight, like when the jets and stuff are flying. They've got these hardcore lights that you can see. They look really cool because it's just barely this glow in the sky. And sometimes they'll brighten up like this cone out in front of them. It's pretty cool. Wow, that woke you up, strange man? I know, right? A rumble through the soul. Oh, wow, brown dwarf. Oh, okay. Hey, Polly. Thanks for stopping on. your smile in that video where you were rocking out and having a good time is some good stuff there, Polly. Good stuff. You look like you were having a good time, like genuinely a good time. That was good. Good to see. That's good stuff for the soul. Yeah. How you doing? Hi. See, it's the weekend. Busy, busy, busy. Port. We're just listening. You know, it's awesome. It's an awesome, good smile. Do you remember Canadian Dawn? Oh, let's go to his last name. Here we go. Oh my gosh, come on. He's quite popular. Oh, he's hilarious. You guys have the same sense of humor. Reminds me of hilarious. Good stuff. Oh yeah. Yay! Oh yeah, you like that? That's Bumble from Rudolph. Do you remember the old school Rudolph? He's got the eyeballs and everything. The only thing is they put horns on it. See, Bumble doesn't have horns though. It's the only thing they messed up on. But yeah, I saw this hat and I was like, oh, I have to have it. Hex to the air. That belongs in me hat collection. Uphill now. Oh my gosh, I got bunny boots on. And like, here, I'll show you guys. In case you haven't seen them. I'm gonna scratch my. There we go. Okay, maybe I'll be able to show you. That's the tape. I taped that up. That tape is still from the Iron Dog. It's original Iron Dog tape there. See all the grease? That's from locking in to the well. And tunnel of my snow machine and woohoo! Riding that baby out. Miles and miles and miles. Rob, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I was gonna do another knock knock. Who's there? Now that we're up here. That sounds like a snow machiner. Not a snow machine, but he's like. Oh, making the midnight run. Out to go ride. Good night, Strangeland. Thank you so much for stopping by. And right now, a bunch of Iron Doggers are heading out to the river so they can train. Practice for the race coming up in February. That's where we sat. That's kind of half a snow angel. It's kind of like a butt angel. All right. Find a white footy. Man. Get it. The horses were not impressed with my hat, though. Really? Did I buff her out, Jimbo? Good night, Polly. Oh no, am I buffering? Crap. Here, let's... Thanks, Robert. Yeah, the horses were like, what? No. Nope. Don't care what you're gonna feed us. Nope. We are not falling for the banana in the tailpipe routine. Just knock who's there, so shut the lights down. Turn the lights down. And that dude is just out there driving around being obnoxious to be obnoxious. Okay, hold on. Hold your ears, here comes another jet, y'all. I just figured it was big eyes and teeth. They were like, okay, nope. Okay, I'll stay by the brown door. Jason Meyer, hi. Don't mind the jet. Oh, Eric. I have one too. No, I'm not, Robert. I'm way far out from an airport. But I am kind of in a war zone, military. And then the commercial jets fly overhead too. All right, Miss T. Thank you so much for stopping in. Oh no, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better soon. That's lame. Especially right near the holidays, Christmas. I should bonk again. Robert. Robert. Huh. Last pyramid. That's a tough one. Just got snowed on. I don't want to talk. There's a noise. Anyhow, so Robert and Linda Moulton Howe talked about the Alaska pyramid, and she said that she heard a story of from a gentleman who happened to be in Unalakleet, and Unalakleet is one of the checkpoints on the Iron Dog Trail in the Iditarod. So I've been to Unalakleet via snow machine. And so the area, and she described where it was from Unalakleet. This is going to be really interesting, but it's hard to tell. That might be the coyotes. Not that truck that's driving by. So Sunday nights out here is a lot of traffic because there's people that go to the river and then are out there out at their cabins, and they come back late and then drive back home Sunday night. We're pretty far out. But it sounds like a highway out there, but because there's a port at the end of the road, and like I said, a main river launch. Even though the rivers are frozen, people go up them with their snow machines and ride them out to their cabins and stuff. Especially with it being holiday weekends. Alaskans like to take time off right around the holidays and extend their weekends and go out to their cabins and play. That's when the coyotes. They usually act up and they're like, you know, and then for a little bit, and then they just pipe down. You'll hear them act up again, closer or further away. Sorry, I should have warned you guys. Anyhow, so back to the pyramid. So the one guy said it was, hey Jeff Townsend, how you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna sit in a snowbank so we can have some story time. Ah, it's scooching in. So anyhow, you know the cleat, which is one of the which is one of the stops on the Iron Dog Trail and the Iditarod Trail. It's out on the out on the coast. When you're looking at the state of Alaska, you know that funny little towards the west, you know, west coast. There's that little thing that kind of jets out. You know, Cleat is right about there, and so that was where Linda Moulton Howell said this guy got picked up and by some pilots who were going to that pyramid in Alaska. And they flew him there. And the direction she described and the area she described is very well known for instruments not working for pilots and snow machiners' sleds to fail. So that is one of the interesting parts about that I found really interesting. And some of the teams have been found in that section of the trail, the race trail. Delirious. So, I don't know. Interesting. And that's about the area where Missy and I, we stopped for a snack, you know, and a pee break and everything. And, you know, because girls out on the Iron Dog Trail, we got to shed all our clothes off and everything. But, so it's quite a whole ordeal to have to stop and go take a break. So while we were taking a break, I was sitting on my sled and I was kind of looking up, chewing on my teriyaki bar and like, what the heck? Watching these lights. And it was so weird because the pattern that they were in, they kept going up and down and side to side and up and down and side to side, like super fast, but across the sky, like it was just, we don't have anything that does that, you know, especially way back then. And so I was just kind of like fixated on it, watching it, and I wasn't saying anything. And my race partner kind of looked at me for a minute, and she said, "Yeah, I see it too." Oh, okay. Oh, good. So, and then one night, my husband and I we've got these giant picture windows. Oh, neato, Robert. We have these giant, sorry, giving you the Blair Witch up my nose view again. We have these giant picture windows where we look out on that lake, and watching it, and these lights came out across like where um, Turnagain Arm area is, down south, further south past Anchorage area. Anyhow, and there's like really nothing out there. And the lights were crazy looking. Hey, Volta Nightmares, welcome. And anyhow, so we were like looking. We pulled out, had to throw some glass on them because it was, what are we looking at? And the pattern of the lights were these like multiple diamond shapes. See, here's another vehicle going by. There's so many, like I said, there's a lot of people. Sunday nights, they're coming back from their cabins, heading home. So it will get busy out here. It's so crazy. It seems like from 1 o'clock p.m. all the way to like 4 a.m. Monday morning, just non-stop vehicles. Because we're way, we're out where people come out to go snow machining for the weekend, go out to their cabins. And we're out in the getaway place where people go to get the heck away from town. Like here, and let me shut off the lights. You'll see it's dark. Turn on my headlamp. You'll see we're. Well, there's stuff out here. I mean, there's people that live out here. We're not the only ones that live out here. A lot of mushers live out here. A lot of people who want to be far away from town live out here. Man, see, I did my makeup today like crazy. Because we didn't have Bigfoot Odyssey, so I spent some extra time. Playing with it. I don't know if any of you guys like that murder mystery makeup girl, Bailey Sarian. Oh my gosh, she is so great. I love watching her videos. Anyhow, I was watching one of your videos and I was like, oh hey, I'll just follow along. No, I won't. Maybe that's what I get tutorials. I'll follow along everybody else's tutorials and see how bad you can screw them up, like cooking and makeup and hair and anything. Construction stuff, Anti-Eric. Is Bailey anti-American? Jeff. Yeehaw. That's awesome. What was that show? I'm just down to my phone, so I don't watch a lot of TV. No, it's a YouTube channel. Bailey Sarian. Oh, Eric. Yeah, there's some things that I've noticed she says on the side that is like, Yeah. Now that you say it, I guess, yeah, I can see that. Huh. Yeah. Now that you point that out. Interesting. Well, I like her makeup. Yeah, YouTube's interesting. It's got a lot of cool stuff on YouTube. A lot of interesting people. Right? Same here, Jeff. Brandis. You know, Eric, I think there is something with the younger generation that have not spent enough time with the silent generation. You know? Because they just have missed a layer of truth and reality that they're kind of, a little removed from. That's why when my son was really young, I made sure he spent a lot of time with his grandparents because that wisdom that's not anything I could even teach him. So I could tell him the stories of my parents' stories, but it's not the same as hearing the stories from them and, being able to ask questions. And here comes another jet overhead. Sorry. I'll blast your guys' ears. Sorry. They're pretty loud tonight. They're flying low, but not low enough that I can see them. Let's do another knock, I guess. Oh my gosh, I almost rolled down the snowbank, you guys. I went to go lean over, put my elbow down to get up, and there was nothing there. Wrong way. That was a lot of fun for someone. Okay, let's see. Let's do a knock. Who's there? Shnaka. You know those stupid little games on here comes another vehicle racing, making them Sunday night dash either to their cabin or out from their cabin with those fun social media little things where you're like, oh, which cartoon character are you? And they did that whole which Christmas cartoon character are you? And I was almost for certain what was going to come up for me. Hey, Sharon. Ooh. Yeti bar soap. Some of those algorithms, I am really intrigued by what they go off of. Like there was one, hey Daniel, Monday again, there's one where I would have sworn that it kind of went off of how big your smile was in your profile picture. Boris bad. Oh my gosh. Boris. Wasn't he like the miner? stuff. Yeah. But I do, like, according to that, oh, it's fine. No, then, um, I do live in that, what they consider the, Alaskan Triangle. That's it. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. With the big mustache, the bar mustache thing. That guy. Natasha. Oh yeah. That was his girlfriend, right? I'm gonna turn this around. They say a lot of that stuff was violent, but that was good cartoons. Sorry. I'm trying to. Anything. Let's go up towards this way. Last night. It was funny. I was just farting around making narrative. Yeah, she suggested I do a coffee table and so we're playing around. And I did, because there's this thing where I imitate animals, and for whatever reason, my imitation of animals, I just can't seem to pull it off. I try, but you know, it's a little distorted, just a little bit off. Anyhow, so we're all enjoying the humor in that when we got this wild response. And first, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm hearing, like, is it my snowsuit? Is it, you know how your throat sometimes has a little whistle in it when you breathe? And it's got that little, I thought maybe that was it. And so I got real quiet and kept listening, and sure enough, it did it again. It was like pretty close, and I thought, what the heck? And then someone mentioned they had heard it in the chat, and I was like, thank goodness, because it's like, man, I don't know if I'm hearing things. It's one of those things where you just don't want to say anything because you're like, I don't know. Do a call. Okay, what kind of call? There's a few different calls I've heard while out camping and stuff. There's that long howl kind of. Excuse me. I'm gonna try the short. The coyotes are out, but they're probably too far away. They make the yippee yippee, super high pitched yips. There's a few different calls I've heard while out camping, especially alone. You know, prior to my leukemia, I I used to spend a lot, man. I was intense. Oh my god, I was so intense. Fun, but intense. Good night, Daniel. I'm gonna do a call here real quick. Let's see, we'll do a different kind of her. Shut the light off. Okay, hold on. Hopefully I can get this one right. Not like my donkey call last night. That was so jacked up. Okay. One night I heard that and I thought they were making fun of me because I'm a wop. Camera. Maybe. Possibly. Now I'm not anywhere near anything to bonk it. Except my head. Except my hard head. That might work. Picture my face, sorry. This sound gives off lots of fuzzies. Warm fuzzies. Holy shnipe. Nice. I learned to walk just yesterday. That sounds like a side by side. Looks like a side by side. I'm seeing this every time I walk in the sun. I should do. It's just those ASMR videos. Interesting. Nope, that's my tracks. You know what, Eric? Someone said they saw one in one of my videos way back last year. When I began, I was out playing around. And I thought, oh, they must have just saw my cat, you know? I have a white cat and a dog, a white dog. It was 19 degrees out when I began. So it's pretty warm. I'm gonna check the temperature though. Do you play Fallout 4? Oh my gosh. I can't sit there and game or lay on my back with like a laptop on my lap long enough to like do raids or anything anymore, and it sucks so bad. Oh god. It's I mean, serious wah problems, but but no, really, I can't, you know, like, because I'm constantly moving. Hey, Sharon, hi. But I can't like, sit still or lay flat or anything to play video games, and I can't sit long enough. You know, like when I was doing Moog's show and sitting there for 2 hours. By the end of the 2 hours, I would be in just agonizing pain. You know, so I can't. Sitting is a long. It's yeah. Oh god, it sucks. But I used to have a guild, one of the top guilds on the server, and oh my god, I raiding. I had a crew that I worked with, you know, and we would raid hardcore. So we had a 5-man team, you know, that was just oh god, deadly. Anyhow. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating because now my son is old enough that he's, you know, because I didn't let him get into gaming when he was young, you know, and impressionable. So, but you know, now as a man, he can do whatever the hell he wants. But and it's like, damn it, it'd be so much fun to, you know, there was just a few times that we've been able to run some raids together and stuff, and haven't done any PvP or anything, but with them. Yeah, I miss that stuff, man. So much fun. So much fun. Ugh. How you doing tonight, Sharon? You know, sometimes I amaze myself. Like, where's that light coming from? From the top of your head, ding dong. Ugh. so funny. Oh my gosh. It's impressive, huh? Let's go over here and look at this big area. It's really interesting. This area is so fascinating. Oh my gosh, Sharon, like those times, have you ever had those moments where you're like, I can't find my glasses, I can't find my glasses, and top your head? Yeah. Yep. The brain on there. Running on all cylinders. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to you too, Jeff. Who you calling a hoe? Sorry, couldn't resist. See that area down there? I mean, it looks like Structureville. Like, seriously. We've been in there a few times, and every time it looks crazier. But as you see, absolutely no tracks in there other than mine. Here comes another hot rod. Racing home for the evening. Yeah, there's a lot of people that will go out to their cabins, and like a lot of remote cabins, you can only get to them by a snow machine. And so once the rivers are frozen, they're able to get out to their cabins on these river systems, without boats, and they'll go out there and spend the weekend, and then they'll spend as much time out there as possible and wait till the very last minute, and then come, racing home. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Let's go check this area out. Go in there. See that? Doesn't that look like a structure? Huh. Wow, he's got the nice. He's trying to make a scene. He's got the right vehicle for it. Yeah, anyhow, see, look at this. We'll go in there again, because I love this area. It's like every time I go in there, it's different. You gotta be very careful, though, because there's so many widowmakers here. Oh, geez, Sharon. Oh, my gosh. That kind of noise is just unnatural, right? It just grates your nerves. It's like, God, that, like, oh, yeah, it's just, oh, I hear ya. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's like when our shop was being built out here. Oh, my gosh. Just, I get so frustrated because it's 2021 and you would think that we would be so much better at building things and construction and being more resourceful and you know what I mean? Yeah, look at this. Doesn't like that looks like those tall, really tall structures. But it's like that's all my tracks and stuff. There's nothing in there. Like I keep going. I try and follow the same trail in and out so I can check. Okay, guys. For those who are new, just in case, if I trip and fall and stumble, slip, bloop, 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 tumble down, laughing is good for the soul, but you cannot laugh without pointing. Like you gotta point and laugh. It's kind of a requirement. So get your fingers ready because we're gonna go down the hill. And I'm boot. But I made kind of steps here because I've made this trip enough here. Ugh. See? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, there. Well, the beauty is the snow is soft and Eric, that made me laugh. That makes me laugh. Right? Oh my gosh. It'd be so funny if someone was following me, filming me, because yeah, it's a sight to see, I'm sure. Look at those mushrooms. Can you see right there? Right there. They're conchs. And sometimes the artists will draw on these and etch into this and make some amazing art. And some of them will take it and turn and use it for tea. And some use it for hallucinogenics. So there's that. That's those mushrooms. I've never tried it, so I can't. I've never used any of that. Except for the art. I do have a conch art piece. One night, like a month ago, I watched this really jacked up, scary movie. I can't remember what it was called. Now, here, let's do a tree knock while we're out going out here. Ooh, oh, that was good. Yeah, that would be me, Sharon. I do not even mess around with mushrooms. It's like, nope, I would be the one that picks the wrong mushroom and either gets so high as a kite and never comes back that I'm off in freaking Alice in Wonderland for the rest of my life, or, like you said, off, off to meet my maker. See, so there's no, like there's a fox tracks and there's bunny tracks out there. But as you see, like this, into that, cricket that, those are cottonwood trees right there. And then you've got all of these kind of stacked this way and kind of bunched up here. And then you have all this, like see that alder back there is kind of leaned over and going that way. And then you've got this, that looks like a birch coming through there, kind of. And then you get over here and you've got this old spruce tree right here that something was sleeping in underneath it, for sure. And I think it was that little bunny rabbit because the tracks were in and out from there. And you just got all this in here, you know? Breaks. Like, oh, that was a tree knock. Oh, thanks, Sharon. I wish this morning the sky was so. It was filled with the brightest pink and like these magnificent colors. And see, that's where a good camera would be nice. And that's where it's like, oh, you know, porn. Because that would be, oh man, to be able to pick those colors would be so good. Let's do another tree knock over here. Should have stayed right there where that was a good knocker. Let's try this one. There we go. Oh, that was good. First knock's gotta be lucky. See all of this in there. Like you can see over time how much this has changed in here. But we get these super high winds. And the spruce bark beetles kill these spruce trees. Huh, where's the tip of that? It's quiet, huh? See, there's no tracks or anything here. Other than like those are mine from the other night. And there's like bunny tracks there. And fox tracks. And that's why I originally came down here, was to check out these tracks. And there was bunny tracks. And that's why I figured the bunny was sleeping at its den under this spruce tree here. But it is crazy looking in here. But we get hurricane force winds here. And so after these storms, for whatever reason, this section of these trees get just mutilated. The other sections right on the opposite sides of them are fine. But it's like this area, for whatever reason, you know, whether the trees grow to a certain height and catch the wind, you know, I don't know, but there seems to be a whole lot of consistency going on. And you only know these things by spending time in an area all year long. You know, and really coming out. Heave, you hoe. There. Step up that. But only spending time when the worst weather, you know, and actually witnessing the changes and seeing, okay, there's nothing, like, see how that trench, this is what I was trying to explain when I seen those tracks out on the Iron Dog Trail. When you walk through snow, there's a trench. You make a trench. This thing post hole. I'm gonna try it. Okay, like one step. One step. Okay, swing, baby, swing. Heave. Let's heave the hoe. Another step. Oh, shit. And another step. This is ridiculous. And another. Here, I'm just gonna step off and show you. Okay? See that? Even trying to just step, and that's my wide step there. Shorty McShorty pants. Yeah, I make like 4 steps in between my husband's one stride, you know? Yeah. So, like, see, there's a trench, and then there's like post, even still, there's that drag right there. Okay? But walking through snow, that's normal. Things leave a trench when they go through. Moose can post hole through it. And that's what I mean by post hole, is they just go plop, 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 without anything in between, except, well, there's my skid. Let's try it again, though. Let me pick a flatter area. And, you know, let's just keep demonstrating that. But that's what was really weird was it was 26 below. And we're out training for the Iron Dog. I'll turn this around. Just watching the ground is probably not that big. It's 26 below. Out training for the Iron Dog. You know, we set the only tracks out. As you can see, like the tracks in the snow, you can easily see, you know, when you lay tracks in the snow. You know, they leave very clear prints. And so our snow machines, you know, we left the only tracks in the snow. And so when we were returning back, you know, and we like to make 200-mile trips. You know, so it's like 98 miles out, 98 miles back kind of trips. And, because that's the standard section in between Iron Dog checkpoints was about 98 miles. Somewhere high, you know, but it's a good training route. And so when we were coming back, and those tracks were in my snow machine track. Here, like, let me show you. Like right there. See how you can see my boot print in the track? It's like, oh, okay, someone was here. You know, you can see the track and the snow very clearly. Very clearly. And so it took me a while before my brain was like, those are barefoot prints, like full toed and everything. You know, red flag, red flag. So I just, stopped, looked, and I was just, like, got off my sled, put my bunny boot. Let me flip this around so you guys can see. Like, put my bunny boot, you know, like in the track, and it dwarfed it. Like there was still room around my bunny boot and above it. And I was like, uh, uh, okay. You know, like that's not a tiny footprint. And and the stride was the distance of my snow machine. Ski tip tooth tail bumper. No joke. And okay, granted, 5'4", I am not your tallest candidate in life, but I was in really good shape, so I was running and like doing these leaps, trying to mimic that stride, because in my mind I was thinking, oh shit, there is a trapper, because we have trappers up here in Alaska. There's a trapper out here who has stripped down. They're hypothermic, obviously, and they're just running through the swamp. And that's exactly what I thought. And so I went into instant, we got to go rescue this person. So my partner pulls up, and I'm like, when I show her the stuff, I'm like, we got to go help. I jump on my sled and take off. And she follows me, and I get, we're boondocking through the snow, and we get to a point where we come up on, here, I'll show again, like a ridge line like this into the trees where I couldn't go any further. Like my sled could not go any further. And the tracks went through, because I was following the tracks. And they went through there, but they were post-holed through there. And so I jumped off my sled because I'm like, well, I'll just follow them through there. And I jumped off my sled and sunk up to my chest. And that's when I went, that dude's like over 7 foot tall. He has to be. So in my mind, it was like, well, that's going to limit the field of trappers that are running around hypothermic out here, right? Like there can't be many 7 foot plus giant foot trappers out here that are potentially going to be dead any moment now. And so I was so just, my brain was trying to figure out, and my partner pulls up and she's like, I am not chasing a wild man through the woods. And she turned around and left, and I was like, huh? And I don't know, I guess every time I've heard the reference of wild man, I always just thought it was a mountain man, like wild mountain Alaska man. I didn't think Bigfoot. So weird. That's so weird. Anyhow, so I was just standing there, waist deep in snow, going, what? And so I, hollered out, hello, do you need help? Are you okay? And it was just like this weird silence, And I thought, wow, it's just something doesn't feel right. So I, crawled back to my sled, jumped on it, pulled rope, caught up to her, waved her down, and we went to the big lake. And I was like, we gotta tell search and rescue. Someone's gonna die out there. And she's like, do not. You're gonna make a fool out of yourself. And I was like, no, someone's gonna fucking die out there. I'm not gonna be responsible for that. Anyhow, so I go waltzing my happy ass into, at that time it was Big Lake Bar. And that's where you turned in to search and rescue. And so I went in there and I was like, hey, I need to turn this into search and rescue. There's potentially a hypothermic trapper running around out on Trail 5 out on the swamps. I told them where it was, and there's a lot of swamps out there. So I kind of described where it was. And they were like, oh. And the bartender and the three dudes that were sitting at the bar was like, oh, that's wild, man. Like, they just didn't even, no worries. That what? Who is this wild man that no one seems to give a rat's ass about? This is gonna possibly be dead out there. Like it, I don't know. So I watched the news and the newspaper, and I worked, in IT. So I had really long hours that I worked and stuff. So, but I watched like any chance I got, like listen to the news and, watch search and rescue reports for this, someone gonna report some trapper that never came home. Nope. And so then I just, I always told that story as, like some hypothermic trapper was out running around on it, but never. But what was crazy is like perfect toe print. Like you could see the perfect toes perfectly. Like they were clearly barefoot. That was, and in the snow, it was one of those things that was just like, oh my gosh, wow, that's weird. So weird. And I never saw that before or after again. So that was weird. But check this out. So here, we're going to do this on this little section here. Okay, it's kind of flat. So if I, step into the snow and then just take just a normal, I'm not going to try and do a big wide stride, but just try and, like, see, even there I've kicked up snow, like trying to do perfect and in a perfect line, like you're some supermodel or something. I am not even gonna, yep, here we go. See? Like leaving tracks in snow. Like there's gonna be lift. There's gonna be, and there was none of that. And the distance between steps was like from that step to that step, like ungodly and in like perfect lines. See how these are kind of off step? Like those were perfect straight. Like see how those are it was like that. I don't know. And see even that. So you kind of leave these drag trails in the snow. So there's something to be said about the snow and the prints, So that's what I said. If there's something out here, like you can see the fox prints and animal prints, and coyotes. So that is, to me, just one of the most bizarre times, like I don't know what else that could have been, like I said, all my life when I had that experience, I explained it as a hypothermic trapper, but now knowing what I know now, it's like, even, my race partner at the time even say wild man, and I just never, and that thing stepped out on the trail with us kids. I'm sorry, let me turn this around, look at this. That's like, like an exhaust drip, maybe. Huh. Let me see all the tracks here. Doing a little side-by-side plowing the driveway. Look, ahead of the cabin. Hear anything? Great. Not. Let y'all's get to bed. Toodly twos. Okay, ready? Hold your ear bones for the knocky knockers. Okay. Sorry, Jimbo. I don't hear anything. Should I try some kind of noise? I don't know. I tried to go do it. That was hilarious. Elicited a response. It's so weird. Sorry. Aw, Jeff. I don't hear anything. I have two. I got a head sock on and my bumblefoot. So sometimes I can't really hear. There's something peaceful about this. Modeling like him. Boom, 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 boom. Doobity doop, doop, doop. Wrong song. But you get my drift. I don't hear nothing. You definitely would hear something that was coming up on you out here. You know? Oh, right, Albert? Yeah, I think you're onto something there. Yep, yep. Yeah, makes sense. Like I said, I think once this community stops all their infighting and kind of puts their big kids shorts on and starts moving forward, we're gonna get some data. You know what I mean? And hear some experiences and stuff that we're gonna be able to put some pieces together. Uh, I thought I heard that sound again from last night. Hard to tell with all the freaking road noise and the airplanes. Oh, there's a tree box. There's so low cloud coverage. Things low. There's two tree boxes out there. I was trying to expose Sorry, I'm trying to listen. Huh. There's no breeze tonight either. So, as far as the trees popping, huh. And I said, that's okay. Just trying to listen closer. Yeah. Or I'm just trying to, like right now, I need to conserve my energy too, so. It's interesting to listen. Listen to the track that happened to us kids. That's creepy. Oh God, I wish if I only knew that I would have found out. Hey, Bobby. My donkey call. Hee-haw. Hee-haw. Donkey. Oh, Jeff, you are an amazing human. You really are. There is some really neat people. And that's, I really feel like the tubers and footers are just awesome people. They really are. It's a whole different group of people. Not here for the drama. We're here to live life and make the best out of it we can. Because we understand it's the moments that matter. Okay, I'm gonna do a tree knock. So get your ear boners ready. Oh well, I should wait till the tree is done flying over. Because that's what trees do. Till the jet is done flying over. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Hey, Bobby. Yeah. There's gonna be like Carrie did with the 168. Just setting like a different kind of standard for going forward for expeditions and stuff. It's like it's kind of what we need. I don't hear anything, you guys. Again, I'm giving you the up the nose look. So last night I did a cock-a-doodle-doo and got an actual response. It was so weird. But I think it was an owl. At least that's what I keep telling myself. It was so weird. Yes, it's quiet. Aw, thank you guys. Yeah, I try and keep no drama zone. We got much better things to do with our time. No, Bobby, I haven't. I considered doing the cock-a-doodle-doo and see if we get the same response. That was just so bizarre, don't you think? Let's try it. Let's go ahead and try it. Okay. I'm gonna do a cock-a-doodle-doo sound. So if you got earphones on, This is a little plowed area that goes down to the lake. This trail goes down to the lake. Okay, let's hold on. Cock-a-doodle-doo! It was almost immediately. We heard something, and that echoed over the lake like loud. That'd be so funny. That's what the neighbors heard down the street. It's just echoing across the lake. Cool, cool, like that. Let's do one more knock. It's early. Ow, give me. Oh, those little pricks. I am the Eggman. I am the walrus. Cuckoo, cuckoo. That song? Yeah. Oh my god, I looks like I have a black eye. It's funny. Boxing. Ooh, Eric. Ooh, my gosh, that's crazy. We just had that discussion last night. Oh, wow. I was explaining that to my son last night. Sharon, we do. Like that. It's a lot of like. But, wow. My security light came on from way over here. Extra sensitive tonight. That the thing is that about that whole Joe. He's like, what the heck was that? It's my son. Hey Joe, how's it going?
Oh, going okay. I'm just looking for pie.
Oh, Krusty. We gave him the last piece.
I thought he said he was bringing home another one.
They didn't have any.
Oh, okay.
There might be lemon cake. Still.
Can't put whipped cream on lemon cake, though.
He's speaking some truth to her. This around. Oh, you're going to bed. Good night. Thank you so much for joining us, Jeff. You're so awesome. Wow. Such a good human. Great sense of humor, too. Okay, so back to Paul McCartney being replaced. Oh my goodness, Sharon. Oh, honey. Well, good. Thank you so much, Sharon Kai, for hanging out. Get you some good rest. We got a busy week ahead of us, huh? Yeah. But the one thing that the Paul McCartney thing was the height difference with him and his wife. That's what was weird to me. Oh. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything, you guys. Can you guys see the light pollution from Anchorage? Well, Robert, you'll find here that everybody here is a family, and they are very caring, very compassionate, and genuine human beings with a real heart, and they are just, I love the tubers and footers. They're so awesome. Just good people. Because we're all here, you know, because everybody's here for different reasons, but we're all here to never give up and trying to get that push, whether it's every minute, every hour, every day. You know, it's just, sometimes you just need a little bit of help to keep going, and, you know, that's what we're here. We're here to help each other keep going and never give up, because those days are tough, and we're not robots, and we've got feelings, and we care for one another, and that's important. I have to check that out. Yeah, I really like this group of people. That's why I don't want, you know, I'm like, if the channel grows, that's okay, all as long as it's these kind of people only. I don't want a big channel with just a bunch of people. I just want humans who are here to make the world a better place. You know, my each day making ourselves a better person. You know, everything starts from within. And it's, a lot of times we want to get away from all the ugliness, because we are dealing with enough in our real world. We don't need it here. We're here to, enjoy ourselves and enjoy the sunrises and the sunsets and the mountains and the streams and love and happiness and joy and laughter and the good stuff, the things that really matter in life. Man, we had a traffic night between the planes and the cars. Goodness gracious. No drama here. No, we're just here to have fun. Get a good laugh. Bounce. Doggy bounce. Yeah, we like to give each other a good little warm hug and a snuggle and a tickle and make sure everyone's okay. And we also understand that it's okay not to be okay. And we can acknowledge that and reach out and, and take that time necessary to, heal. Yep, Flat Rock. Yes. Oh my gosh, Flat Rock. Oh my gosh. It's gotten, I think we've weathered the storm. I had a hardcore prayer this morning, like, it's just not healthy. And it's not good. It's not doing anyone any good. And so I'm really hopeful that some good change is gonna start going. That's just one more fun. That's right. Oh. Yeah. Well, you guys, I don't hear nothing out here tonight. If you want me to try another call or something, I will, but I don't hear nothing. And all of the responses to the knocks are so far away. Thanks, Jimbo. Yeah. Sandra Piper. Yeah. That's why I really heard of a Sasquatch. Would you know? I don't know if I would know if I heard one. Could you imagine? Probably wouldn't smell all that wonderful. How you doing, Sandra? We're just talking about how wonderful this group is here. How the Tubers and Footers are here to inspire one another and have a good laugh. Oh, let's go check out what the temperature is, huh? Oh my goodness. My body's like, listen, lady. I don't know how long you think you're gonna keep moving for at this rate. these seeds. Look at these. Oh my gosh, Robert. So I have this squirrel and a bunch of birds that we feed out here, and my squirrel makes such a piggy-style mess, and so do the little nuthatches. Yeah, that's why I want to keep this group nice and small, nice and tight. Because it's such a beautiful group that inspire one another. See, it's a heat wave. We're at almost 20 degrees. You know, warm. Yeah, warm. Oh, I should put some food in the feeder so the birdies have it in the morning time. Let's do that too. Put it to feed my birdies. Right? Let's check the windowsill. Yep, that's empty too. Man, the planes are. Shut the light off. Camera down. Not get rid of my bonker. Set that down. So I set out black oil, I think that's what they call them, seeds, and sunflower seeds, and dog food, because the magpies and the gray jays love the dog food. Absolutely love it. They're known for stealing the mushers' dog's food, you know. And they'll like time it when the mushers are going out to feed their dogs and stuff. The birds will time it. They're smart, you know. Hey, it's a free for all. Got this. Feeding areas of birds, because it's so neat to watch the birds in the morning, you know, and the squirrel. And they come and chow down and meow. Squirrel. There's two squirrels. We got Corley, who's really sweet and will sit there and eat quietly and not bother anyone, and you know, just sits there nice and sweet. And then you got Tweaker, who's just like, wah, running around like a tweaking squirrel, you know. A couple different kinds of woodpeckers out here. Oh, and flying squirrels at night. That is so awesome. So, I'm going to put the seeds on the windowsill. My cat, she also gets her exercise. She can pretend she's gonna get the birds, you know, and she launches off at them. It's so hilarious to watch. I try not to, hey, killed by Bigfoot? I try not to inundate everybody with my shorts with the cat and the window and the squirrel, but oh my gosh, it is so hilarious. Anyhow, so we put seeds up on the windowsill for the birds, and they'll come right up, you know, and eat the seeds. And my cat's like, hiya! a safe way for her to hunt. And it's funny because the birds that are used to it just sit there. They don't even move anymore. You know, they're like, whatever. We figured out. They figured out that the cat can't get through the glass. And the squirrel has definitely figured it out. So he'll just sit there. The dogs will go out the window. The cat, like, It's so funny. Birdies. So awesome. Oh, I could get some more. Woody, the woodpecker. We've got a few different woodpeckers. We've got a hairy woodpecker and a downy woodpecker. And you know how spoiled they are? Give you an idea how spoiled my woodpeckers are. If there's not food out here in the morning, they will start pecking at the window here, like at the windowsill. I'll just hear this knock, 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 And then if they don't get a response from that, they'll come over by my bed and start knocking on the cabin. Like, hey, lady, hey, I'm hungry. Bring me some food. Like, who's got who trained here? There, they'll be all set up for the morning. They'll be happy little birdies and squirrels. And even tonight, the flying squirrels will come in and get a feast. I don't know if you heard my story. One time I was sitting on the deck painting, and I heard this weird little noise, you know, off to the side. And I turned and looked, and on this post here, turn this around. See this post? Right there at the top, a little flying squirrel was sitting there, watching me right there painting. It's so cool. It's like, oh my gosh. He's just sitting there eating, very content, just watching. He sat there for a good 20 minutes, just watching me. And, you know, I was dealing with acrylic paint, so I didn't want my paints to dry, you know. And so I just had to, you know, keep painting. But every once in a while I'd look over and he's just sitting there making the cutest little noises too, like beep, beep, beep. So cute. And they're so little round with big eyes. Okay. So, oh. You guys. Hold on. Whoop! Oh, Robert. I did the Iron Dog, which is a 2,000-mile snow machine race across the right gear. Like I have gear on that's built for like 60 below. And my bunny boots are especially made for Arctic temperatures. It was made for the military. I don't know if you guys, before I did that whoop, I heard that whoopy thing. Like a whoop. It sounded like it came from across the lake over there. Some howly owl sound last night. Killed by Bigfoot, 60 below, no such thing. What part of Alaska have you not been paying attention? What the fuck? Yeah, I've been in 60 below, going over 100 miles an hour. It's off the wind chill chart. And you want to tell me I'm full of shit? You're at the wrong channel. You're at the wrong channel. Keep moving. Because, do some research. Have it on my GPS. Yep, it's documented. You get into the internal regions of Alaska in mid-February. It's not warm. Very cold. But, yep. My sleeping bag is rated for 60 below. Mountain Hardwear. It is deadly to be that cold. Alaska it's very deadly, and that's why there's a lot of precautions and stuff for racers. You know, Iron Dog racers endure some of the most bitter temperatures unheard of. And Iditarodders, you know. Brutal. There's people working on the slope, what we call the slope, you know, out there on the drill rigs and stuff. Up on the upper Arctic, Alaska, cold, Anwar districts, where Jaime and his wife live. Cold. That's where, like, living in these kind of conditions, like if your cabin was to burn down or something, you know, people die from hypothermia. It's brutal. But yeah, we were running in the Iron Dog race, and on the river, it got down to 60 below, and we were going over 100 miles an hour, and I am telling you, my gosh, your gear and everything feels like it's just gonna crack off you. Like, it's like, don't touch my jacket, don't touch me, don't. Do not touch my snow machine. The cowling is gonna just crack if you look at it wrong. It's so cold. And you have to put duct tape. You know, that's why at the Iron Dog racers, were, you know, the old school OG Iron Doggers, we would put duct tape on our face to prevent, you know, the frostbite. It's brutal. But that's why bunny boots, you know, are required gear for the Iron Dog, or they were. They've changed a lot of stuff because of gear's changed, but bunny boots were required. That's why you're required to run in two-man teams. You know, you have a partner, and you have required gear. it's because of safety. Iron Dog hasn't lost a person yet on the race because of their safety measures. Does your sweat freeze? That is a serious issue, and that's why, like, you don't want to wear cotton. You know, if you wear cotton out here, you're basically signing your death warrant, because cotton will absorb your sweat and then it will freeze and then keep your body, like, it will just keep your body temp cold, and it will just, it'll mess you up big time. Cotton is the worst thing you can wear in these kind of temperatures. So, it's really important to understand, how to survive in Arctic temperatures. Is, had a husky. Yeah, we did. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sled dogs are amazing. They are so funny. They love running and they love the cold. But yeah, so see, like this balaclava, face mask, whatever you call it, you can pull it up, and that's, here, let me show you. This is how it's worn. And then you can put, skiing goggles on your eyes. And so then you're covered really well for the weather, And then the gear, look at the gear. I'm gonna flip this around. See, these are bunny boots. They're rated for Arctic weather. It's made for standing on ice and snow for long, long periods of time. And then you can see, like, my snow machine gear. It's Climb, a good brand. These are heavy duty and lined. You can see they're waterproof. See that? The zipper. It's all made very stout. Yeah, Alaska is very brutal. And when things go bad up here in this kind of temperatures, at these kind of, well, it's 20 degrees right now, so it's pretty warm. Like, it's not, considerably. Like, we just went through 14 below on a regular just not too long ago. But when things go wrong and the dominoes start dropping, they compile fast. And it's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of people that come up here, for the adventure. And they watch the TV shows, not understanding what they're really getting into, because they glorify a lot of stuff on the shows without really showing, like, the true dangers involved, like, no, it's great being out here, but, there's bears, wolves, coyotes, moose, wolverines, you go down the list, and they all want to kill you if you do anything wrong, So, muskox, there's just, there's so many things up here in Alaska. It's amazing, though. It truly is amazing. Like, when you look at the mountains every day and those long, beautiful sunrises and those long, beautiful sunsets and, the warm, long summer days, and it's fun. Yeah, brown bears are, gosh. I was charged by a sow with 2 cubs. I had to fire off, oh my gosh, my Kasul right into and we were on a river, so I fired it off into the river duff, so all the sand kicked up into her face and she stopped, luckily, but shit, blah, blah, blah. Too close for comfort. Ground shaking, scary stuff. That stuff's so intense. Dealing with bears up here is not fun. Black bears are terrifying because they'll hunt you. Morning, Daniela. They're just sitting out here. I'm on my bed swing. Ready? There we go. Swing on, sweet chariot. See that tripod? It's like a musher tripod. You'll see those on the Iditarod Trail. Oh, wow. Black bears. It's really cool in springtime. Well, not cool, but it is kind of cool. In the springtime, the black bears are everywhere. Like they're coming out, and trying to get fluffy. And so, oh my goodness, you see them everywhere. My nephew was out here on the lake one year. Him and a buddy were out there fishing, and this moose and her new little calf were out there eating in the swamp, on the side of the lake, and this freaking black bear came out and just went after the calf and ate it, killed it, and proceeded to start eating it, like right there. And the mama moose was so freaked out. She got into the lake and started coming after my nephew and his buddy, and they were like paddling with all their might to get away from her. And she was just making all sorts of horrible noises and just upset. And do you blame her, really? But yeah, we're out here in the raw nature. Yeehaw! Snow crunchy. What you up to this morning, Daniela? It's about time for my bedtime, huh? You can tell when the snow gets really crystally. The temperature's starting to drop. And it gets this hoar frost on it. Hooray, frost. Oh, you gotta get to work. Woohoo! Paying the bills. Wow. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing going on out here. Last night we heard the craziest noises. It was the weirdest owl I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I considered getting in all my Iron Dog gear and setting out my Iron Dog sleeping bag and sleeping out here on my bed swing one night. That thing is super duper. Do some rabbit screams. Some turtle screams. Oh yeah. Eonk. Creek Creek Cryptids, how's it going? Yeah. I tried some noises, but it's not a sound at all. Do it, no lights. If I can get my finger to work. I got the cabin lights on. That kind of defeated that purpose, I do suppose. Robert, then I will be like Entertainment Central. Oh, it's about 20 degrees. Oh, there you go. Let's do a whistle. Can't hear anything with it. Loud ass halogen light buzzing. Moo. Maybe they never heard a moo before. Did you really, Robert? Did you like that, Danielle? Kind of jacked up cow. My cow needs help. It's like my donkey. My farm animals need help. Oh, wow, Bobby. Cozy. What was that funny skit where they were saying, like, the woman call? Caw, caw. Like calling all women caw. So that's a lake right there, frozen. Albeit, but a lake. There's the edge of it. Tree line. There's a new brush pile starting. Yeah, I don't hear anything. And the trees are quiet tonight. Ooh. Animals have it hard enough, you know? Hunting them out of season is just, ugh. Good night, Sandra. Sleep well, hon. Thank you so much for joining us. And I don't know what I would do if something like, you know what I mean? Like if it jumped out and started running across, I don't even know. Right? I just want to go get in what was super fun is when it gets snowy like this. Just a little bit more, but this would work. You get in the kayak and ride it down the hill. If you ever wonder why my back neck is so jacked up. There you go. One time, my sister and I, when we were really little, we got into one of those big, giant tires and rolled ourselves down the hill. How we survived that to this day, I will never know. It's amazing, but yeah, that beat us up for good. It was fun for the first couple rolls. Not so much after a while. Your life is flashing before your eyes. There's the big swing. It's covered in snow. There's where we were sitting. That's right. Flat Rock, it is fun. Memory makers, right? That's what it's all about. Alright. Well, tubers and footers, I don't want to keep you all night and all morning, whatever damn time it is. It's midnight. It's about midnight here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, let me get my bunker. My bonkers, because I'm bonkers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't imagine someone running around out here in a Bigfoot suit. That's how people get shot. Not that I would shoot one. That's not my goal in life. That's not on my agenda at all. Wow, it is super quiet. Yeah, I don't hear nothing. Wow. La, la, la. Robert, you should get in touch with Daniela. She's her channel's Hidden Existence. Good night, Bobby Younce. I am gonna head to bed too. But get in touch with Daniela. She has a show on Bigfoot Odyssey with Larry where they do a drawing, where they draw what you've seen. You know, if you care to do that. It's really interesting. And it's been very helpful for a lot of people. Get that out of their head onto paper, you know. Ooh, good luck, Sharon. Oh, please be careful, Sharon. If you have any like nerve damage and stuff, please be very careful. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, if you're interested, Daniela has a really good show that she does. It's on Tuesdays, I believe now, on Bigfoot Odyssey's channel. And he's a professional artist. Yeah, he'll help you, you know, walk you through, like, you know, face shapes and stuff like that. But that has been really interesting, though, is to see, you know, the differences in what people are experiencing. You know, all of these little pieces are going to come together and form a bigger picture that we have just been missing. You know what I mean? Yeah, me too, Sharon. I really love that show. Yeah, I was bummed when they had to cancel it for a while. We brought it back because it is really helpful on so many levels. You know, it's just interesting to kind of have you know, some kind of visual. Hey, morning, Mr. Lee. What you doing? We're getting ready to head inside and go to Bitty Bitty. No, you guys are. It's morning time over there. It's like what, midnight here? Midnight-ish. Past midnight. So, yeah. He is really good, isn't he, Sharon? Man, the eyes. Gets me. Oh my gosh, and a lot of those renderers. The eyes get me big time. You know? It's like, oh my gosh. So I had to get away from that humming. That thing is super loud. So loud. Check to make sure all the wheels are plugged in. 327 there. Okay, so yeah. It's gonna be about 12. Yeah, just make sure my register's working. Good night, Sharon. I'm not sure because I'm making noise walking. Okay, yep. I left my bunker, dang it. What is this? Ready to go to bed? That's someone shooting again. That doesn't make any sense. That's a vehicle driving down the road. But across the road, off in the distance, you can hear this pop, pop, pop. There was a loud, like, boom, like it sounded like a heavy boom, and then a pop, pop, pop. Yeah, Roger, it's not abnormal for where I'm at, though. Not at all, because we've got a lot of farms out here. We have mushers out here, and when the coyotes come in and stuff, it's not, like I said, it's not abnormal for them to have to defend their property. Snoop Dogg. See, that car is covering it up, so I can't. Can't tell if that was a dog bark or coyotes. It's too far in the car. Was see, there it goes again. That's a lot of shooting. Can you guys hear that? Huh. Weird. It's quiet now. There it goes again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. What the? Yeah, no, that's more than one going off. It's. I'm trying to determine, like, according to sound, like, it would be down by the river area, like the Little Sioux. It's in that direction. This is normal Sunday night traffic. People have cabins out here, so they come out here to their cabins. And then. Right, Robert. Either there's stormtroopers out there. Oh, right on, Flat Rock. That would distance away. Like it's too far for me to actually tell what kind of gun they're shooting. Not that I'm some gun expert, but you can kind of have an idea. Yes and no, killed by Bigfoot. Because where we live, we're out, like there's no town out here. Our closest town is, what, 26 miles away. And we have a lot of mushers and farmers out here. And I did hear coyotes earlier. So if the coyotes are out there disturbing the farm, you know, it's not abnormal for farmers to go out there and just unleash, you know, because the packs can get pretty big. So it's not abnormal, but it is. I think it's just one of those things. It's yes and no, you know. Strapped. Stay strapped or get clapped. It's kind of typical out here. Listen on this side. Yeah. Farmers hate the Yotes. There's usually an open hunt on coyotes. Because they will decimate the moose and, you know, rabbit and, you know, just decimate the population. Yeah, you kind of have to, Robert. Because if you don't, they'll just keep coming back and taking all your cattle and horse and, you know, they are just ruthless. Same with bears, you know. What? Dang, Daniela. That sounds good. Holy moly. Whipping up the good stuff. Right? Killed by Bigfoot? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's why we've got the 10 on me right now. Like in the summertime, I'm usually carrying a casoul, but right now I got the 10 on me because with like 2 extra clips. That's, you know, you get surrounded by those things. They are not, they don't play nice. Yeah, they've pretty much decimated our moose population because they keep getting the young calves. And so the moose don't have, you know, they're not breeding enough It's amazing, what one female moose can produce. But still, the coyotes, between the bears and the coyotes. Huh. I don't know. I don't know about eating coyote. Yeah, it's quiet again. One night I was out here, and you could hear the coyotes just going off. And it was like they were pretty close. And then all of a sudden, you could hear the neighbor, neighbor, in remote neighbor terms, you could hear the neighbor down the way. And there's dogs going off, like fighting with the coyotes, like it was horrible sounding. And I was like, just, like I could hear it from here. And next thing you know, you hear the guy scream. Comes out his door. You hear the door blast open, and you can bam, bam, bam. That's all you hear is just guns. And then the coyote. It was so insane sounding. It was nuts. Nuts. And that guy has, he keeps traps all around his place and stuff. He's down the way a bit. Oh, Mr. Lee. Ooh. We had a bunch of restaurants up here busted for serving cat. Tasty. The only time I got skinny was because of my leukemia. It's like I have to work really hard at getting weight on me because of my leukemia. Damn, that was ugly. Alright, tubbies and critters. I'm gonna head in and curl into bed. Probably not gonna move for a month after tonight, huh? Oh, you're nothing. Oh, you guys are looking at my nose again, huh? Sorry. Yeah. Not gonna hear anything. Awesome. Well, you guys have an awesome night, David and Footers. Thank you so much. Honestly, I want to say thank you so much for having my back all the time and just being genuinely awesome people. That's just, there's nothing more awesome than good peoples, So thank you. Thank you so much. Please never, ever, ever give up. Please, we got this. Just stick it together, and we got this. You do it together. Look at this. You see? Even Bubbles says so. Oh. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for the 1,000 subs. Now we can just be like, shh. We're a quiet little tiny secret community. All right. Love you guys. Have a good night. Take care. Oh. Thank you, Daniela. You guys take care. Love you guys so much. Bye. Kisses. All right. See you later.